I go thrifting not just because it gives me like very unique things in my closet, but the Thrifty Hog specifically, they donate all their profits to women and children in homelessness. So I don't even feel bad, like zero buyer's remorse here. I'm helping the people by picking out a fashionable outfit. Another reason why I love thrifting, the old pieces are what's helping our environment. What I think about is if it lasted through all these other generations, like she's a good piece, so she should stick around in my closet. Hey in the know! Welcome to Flatiron. My name is Siena Filippi. This is Thrift Hog, and today we're thrifting for the perfect back-to-school look. Think of dark academia, romanticizing your library look. You know, plaid skirt, trouser, collared shirt, who knows? But that's what we're gonna look for today. So grab your coffee, your book, and let's get thrifting. Okay, so we're at the Thrifty Hog, which is a highly curated vintage store, which are my favorite because it's super easy to find stuff very fast. So we're looking for dark academia, which I think this will be perfect for. Going in, I have a mindset of I'm looking for collars, structure. I want to be taken seriously, okay? I'm gonna sit in the library, so I'm looking for pleats, collars. I gotta look in the women's first, but I don't write off the men's section because sometimes there's good button-ups, nice plaid, actually, so we'll look there later. This is actually pretty good. Ooh, these are so fun if I was 6'7". Okay, I have like two things that I like focus on when making an outfit is I either do like a larger top and a smaller bottom or a large bottom, little top, which is what I'm sporting right now. Plaid like this, that is good, but when I go into a thrift store, like nobody ever looks up, and that's where I find the goods. Between the two, this is giving more structure, and this is giving more like I might sign the Declaration of Independence later. I got a couple like blank canvases here, so I'm looking for like some pattern or texture to layer over it just to make it like a little more interesting. I think we got a good base. Time to look for some accessories perhaps, but I think we'll go to the men's section for that, so come along. All right, we've arrived. We got some belts, some ties, but this is what I'm most interested in, to be honest. If I was a real working man, the tie would be my defining personality factor. I need the plainest one, like. Okay, honestly, this guy's perfect. Are we kidding? $20, what a bargain. This is what I'm saying, like, you're not finding a silk tie for 20 bucks anywhere else. Okay, like book bag, like I'm thinking like slouchy, something to sling over. Yes, perfect. Look at this. That matches perfectly. I love it when like a color will pull from a pattern. So like this guy, it's kind of pulling out the floral moment here, which I love. Let's see what we got. All right, here we are at the dressing rooms. Got a lot to choose from here. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start with this plaid little guy because plaid is so school chic. We'll go with these two. We will add this little tie, this. Perfect in that red family. And I think that'll do it. BRB. I'm ready. Put this little guy on. Okay, first look, what do we think? Kind of school corporate. Yeah, I can't say I'm in love, which I don't feel good stopping at a place like this. Like, I have a good structure here. I feel like I might be drowning in this button up. I think I'm gonna start layering and then see where that gets me. Okay, it's not looking good. Yeah, it's not looking good. Layering creates interest in an outfit. Now I'm adding pattern, we have more interest. And I honestly just like really wanted to use this little corset thing because it matches the bag so well. I think actually this is called like a ducktail or something, watch. I might have just made that up. Wait, this is kind of fun. This guy I think is kind of dividing up this little pleat moment. I switched the skirt, okay? Yeah, we couldn't do plaid with pattern. Okay, this little guy, she's really gonna tie it together. I think she's pretty perfect. So I think we should take her for a spin. So am I looking pretty smart or what? Basically ready for campus, so I've been your host Siena Filippi and this has been Thrift Talk.